Hey guys, hope everybody's staying safe out there. And I want to say, when I say staying safe, I mean to do with the pandemic and also to stay safe when you're working on any of these projects. Definitely keep safety in mind. It's a good thing to keep safety in mind. Anyway, as you can see today, we're installing solar panels. And I didn't want to bore you with all the details of installing all of the solar panels. As you can see, the front rack, I've got them already mounted. The back rack was done last August, I believe. So this is just me. I'm sliding up I just basically put them on the tractor, lifted the loader up, and then just slid them onto the rack and slid them into place. Yeah, that was the easiest way to do it, instead of trying to lift them up on a ladder and put them up there. This was a lot easier. As you can see, I just slid them off the tractor onto the unistrut and slid them down. It just made it real easy. So, and that is just metal unistrut. I believe it's 1 5/8 deep. That's all that is. I bought it at my local electrical wholesaler. They should have it. And I fastened that on with, I believe it was 1.5 inches by 1/4. Metal sheathing screws or metal roofing screws. That's what I used. They seem to take the best bite, and I put lots of them in there, so they should never come off. I figured that was the best thing to use. That's what I used on the back rack last August, and it worked well. It's still standing. Never moved all winter. Went through a lot of wind and stuff and rain and never had a problem. So but yeah, and then you can buy, I think I actually do have a bit of a video here on it. They're just called spring nuts that go in there, and the spring nuts is what holds the panels on. But yeah, there's a little more detail coming up on that. So, but yeah, I just set all 8 panels up there on top of the rack. And once I had them all up there, then I was able to start fastening them on. And all I did is I went to my local steel place and I got some, I think it was it might have been 1.25 inches by 1/8 inch aluminum, just flat bar. And I basically just cut that into little squares. and I drilled a hole in the center of them, and that's what I used as like a washer. And it basically just overhung over each panel a little bit and bolted it down, and it held really well. So these are the spring nuts that I was talking about here. I'm going to put one in here and you'll see it. They just push down and turn, and that's it. They lock in. That's what they look like. And they have a spring on the back side of them that sits against the back of the unistrut. And then you put, these are 1/4 inch, and you just thread a 1/4 inch bolt into them to hold down whatever you want. So that's just a little piece of L. That was an aluminum L that I got, L channel, and I just cut it to length, drilled a hole in it, and I drilled 2 holes in it to go through the edge of the panel. And that's just me tightening that down. And that's it. And this here is, I'm going to start lining all the panels up now, all the way down. This is just a bolt and a washer. I was talking about those, that's the flat bar by, I think it was 1/8 inch thick, aluminum flat bar. And I just made those little washers up, and one of those go between, or 2 of those go between each panel. And the nuts are 1/4 inch by 2.5, stainless steel. That's another thing. Make sure you use stainless steel or aluminum, or a combination of both, because if you just buy the regular bolts, eventually over time they will rust, and you don't want this stuff to start rusting, so that would be a big no-no. But that's it. You just saw me anchoring the side there. I was just screwing the L bracket to the panel to keep it in place so it doesn't move. And then I'm going to continue on and keep putting my bolts with the washers in and the spring nuts as I go. But yeah, it worked pretty slick. It's really not that complicated to do. It went pretty quick. This whole project, start to finish, took me about 2 weeks. That was from like digging the post holes, building the racks, and mounting the panels and wiring everything up. It took about 2 weeks, and that was, my dad helped me put in the posts in the ground, which was great. I really appreciated that. And then yeah, I just built the racks and mounted the panels myself and wired them up. So guys, I hope this taught you a little bit about installing solar panels. I by no means am a professional at it, that's for sure. This was my own DIY project. I do have a background in electrical though. I used to do electrical years ago until I hurt my back. So I know quite a bit about what's going on here and what I have to do to hook this up. Anyway, I just hope you guys, you know, get a little information out of it on how to do this. And I am going to have a third video on this. This was the second part. The first part was building the racks. The second part was this, obviously, installing the solar panels. And the third part is going to be on the wiring. Yeah, I'll take you through the steps on what I did to basically hook up all the panels, run the wire underground, inside the conduit. I can even show you how I bent the conduit. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions at all, please comment down below. Please like, subscribe to my videos channel. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, I love doing this. It's lots of fun, and it's fun showing people how I do stuff, and hopefully you'll learn something from it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. Everybody stay safe, and we'll see you on the next video.